Schedule a free design consultation, and the more you buy, the more you'll save on blinds, shades, shutters, and more from Budget Blinds. Visit budgetblinds.com today.
This is Newcap News with Bart Pediasic.
Good evening. The Lloydminster area could be in for a rough few months as oil companies continue layoffs and oil prices remain low. As Jeremy Thompson reports, it might get worse before it gets better.
It's been a tough few months in Lloydminster since oil prices started to decline in December. Tuesday, they reached a 6-year low, closing out today at $42.50 a barrel. One analyst says in April, things might get even worse.
And I think we break 40 in the next week or so, and potentially over the next month or two, we could go down to the low 30s. Remember, in Lloydminster, heavy oil is the big business, and at $30 or $32 WTI, which would be, let's say, 40 Canadian, it's uneconomic, and it's likely you'll see the major heavy oil players in the Lloyd area shutting in non-profitable, non-cash break-even excess production.
Schachter says prices are so bad, it's not just rig workers losing their jobs.
You know, you saw in the weeks before field production people being cut, service sector was cutting. Now we're seeing the head offices in Calgary cutting.
Oil prices trickle down to nearly every industry in Lloyd. Michael Dewing is the president of Lloydminster's Realtor Association.
In the real estate market right now, what we're seeing is it's affecting mostly the length of time on the market and certainly the price.
Dewing says usually when the buyer's market is bad, more people decide to rent. But this time, that's not the case.
A lot of them are either transporting back home, back east where they came from, or so on and so forth, finding work somewhere else.
I'm one of the lucky ones so far. My rig's still working, which I'm thankful for.
Like my husband, he usually works in the oil during the wintertime, like we farm. And this year, his work was cut, so.
I didn't realize it had plummeted that bad. That's crazy.
The oil patch is always boom or bust. It's every 5-6 years. It's a big cycle, right? And we've seen it in 2008. Now we're seeing it again. How long is this one going to last? I don't know.
If you can hang in there, the recovery will start in the fourth quarter, and then the business recovery will be quite good. But for the next 6 months, things could be pretty ugly.
Schachter adds in order to operate sustainably, oil should be at about $70 to $80 a barrel. He suspects that won't happen until October or November this year. Jeremy Thompson, Newcap News.
Well, the use of a resource for high school students to get a jump start before going to college is quickly growing. The number of grade 10 to 12 students enrolled in dual credit courses with Lakeland College has doubled since last year. There are 10 different dual credit courses offered to just over a dozen high school divisions at no cost to students.
I'll show you what it looks like.
Courses include human services, oil and gas, and healthcare aid, with 189 students enrolled this year.
They will receive a Lakeland transcript with that course completed, as well as a high school transcript with their high school courses completed. If they transition to Lakeland, that course would be done. They would have that off their course load when they arrive here.
The courses are offered through a live stream online or as a course in the high school itself. Well, he says, in addition to giving someone a chance to see which career path they want to pursue once they finish high school, it shows them that they can succeed.
Seen some students who didn't think college was an option for them, and once they experience that success, we see them transition through our doors. So it's a win-win for sure.